Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Chase of TechRave.net, and this is part 2 of the introductory Chromebook Chrome OS tutorial series. And today we're just going to be following up on the last video. We have just a few more things to cover in this introductory series before we head on to some more advanced things. So in this video, we're going to be covering on how to search within the operating system. We're going to show you how to download some files, store some web pages, open downloaded files, bookmark web pages, and refresh the browser. Now these may sound like pretty simple common tasks, but we're going to show you some better, more effective ways in which to utilize some of these proceedings so that you can get the most out of the operating system. So here we are. I'm in my Chrome web browser just like last time. The screen may look a little bit different from yours. That's okay. We don't need to worry about that right now. This is set up customized for my use. And the first thing I want to talk about is how to search within the operating system here. So on every Chromebook there's a little magnifying glass type of key right on the keyboard, usually on the left hand side above the shift key, and all you do is simply press that key and it opens up your apps in the same. You can do the same with the button in the lower left hand corner, and I can close it with a search as well, or I can click here with the mouse and it brings you to this search. And now this allows you to search within all the files, apps, and folders within the operating system. So if I need to look for, say, something like Google Plus, I would type in Google Plus, and you can see it already is there. And you click on it, and it opens right up to the web page. And we'll just close it out because we don't need it right now. So this is very useful because you'll have you can search for some of your files within this function. You can search for your photos if you have them named appropriately. And within this panel here, you can kind of switch between layers here. This is all the apps I have currently, and these will all open up to whichever program that it's. So say if I wanted to open up Pixlr Express for photo editing, it opens up the Pixlr Express website where you can customize and edit photos. And games, we have games in here. This is one that I haven't played, and this is the Hobbit Middle Earth game. So this opens up to a screen where you can play this game, and I have not yet played it. It looked interesting, so I added it to my apps so I could check it out later. Okay, the next thing we want to do is learn how to download files. Now this it sounds pretty straightforward, but you might have a little trouble because the trackpad and mouse kind of function a little bit differently. So you'll have a right click. Your right click is 2 fingers on the mouse at the same time. So when you right click, or when you I don't know whether to call it a right click or a double click, but either way it'll open up the same as a right click on a PC or Mac. And so let's just navigate to a website here, hopefully one with pictures. Let's go to the Oh My God Chrome website. Let's just open up one of the links here. Okay, and here we have a picture of the Chrome box here. So if we double tap on the trackpad, we have the right click function, and we hit Save Image As, and it'll bring up your file folders, and you can just give it a name or just save it like it is. Go ahead and save that there. And that is pretty much all there is to that. And now also you can store web pages. So if you need a web page saved for later use, and you didn't bookmark it, or you need it to study from or something offline, you hit Ctrl and S, and again it opens up your save file as, and you can save the web page right to your documents here. to open them back up, they'll go in your downloads folder, and you can click here to show all downloads, but I usually X that out. But if you need to open all those files right back up very quickly, you can hit Ctrl and O. So Ctrl O opens up your file folders, or you can click down here and you should have an icon for your files, and that'll do the same. It'll open up all your files. Okay, so moving along now, we're gonna show you how to bookmark a web page real quick. Now this is a really handy thing to have, so we're gonna delete this out of here. Okay, and we'll go to zdnet.com. This is one of my favorite technology news sites. Great source for technology news and information. So in order to bookmark a web page, just like you would in any other browser, you hit Ctrl D, and it tells you that a bookmark has been added, and it flashes over here in your bookmark bar. Now you can choose different folders. You can see over here on the right you have other bookmarks. It'll bring up a list of all your bookmark folders. Or you can just save it right here in the bookmarks bar. And what I like to do is just see how it has the name ZDNet Technology here. I like to just delete that right out of there. So delete it right out of there and click Done. And now you have a nice tidy little bookmark favicon. So you can see how I have all mine here kind of neat and tidied up. So this is for quick access, and of course I can have a lot of them down here as well. And I'll show you how to put icons down here real quick, and you just click your apps, or you hit Control S and choose an app. Let's see, webcam toy, and you simply drag it over to the taskbar, and that's it. And if you want to delete it out of there, just go ahead and double click on the trackpad, click unpin, and then you're back to your main screen. So that is it. That's going to do it for today. This has been part 2 of the introductory Chromebook Chrome OS series. I am proud to say that we're steadily gaining subscribers. Had some great feedback on some of the print issues in Chrome OS, which we're going to cover here coming down the line. I just wanted to wrap up this introductory series so we can move on to some more advanced things. We're going to be covering keyboard shortcuts in full. We're going to cover all of that sort of stuff, and the reason we're really hammering on Chrome OS is because if it's not the future of desktop and laptop computing, it's certainly going to be, there's going to be something very similar to it. And why I like Chromebooks, of course, is because they're cheap, and they just work well, and they really help maximize your productivity. Okay, that's it. Have a good one, and we'll see you in the next series of videos.